Hello Aquarius, welcome back. This is your November monthly, November 2023, Aquarius sun, moon, rising sign, depending what you resonate best with. Let's have a look at your overall messages, Aquarius. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. I do post weekly readings every Saturday for the week starting Sunday. Likewise, I do monthlies, and I do additional readings from time to time. Aquarius, remember these are general readings. If you'd like insights into your own personal situation, you can contact me via the links below for private readings. We are going to have a look at your general messages. Likewise, we'll have a look at money and finances, love and relationships, health, any overall blocks, obstacles, or challenges, as well as the overall message. Okay, so let's go ahead and have a look at these messages, Aquarius. So Aquarius, I feel like there's something you're waiting on. I feel you've invested quite possibly some time, some energy into something. Like you're waiting on something. You're waiting for something to happen. You're waiting for the fruits of your actions to come into realization. You're waiting for something to manifest. This could be a job offer, for example. This could be a relationship. This could be a situation, a project that you've been working on. And I feel like you've been focused in on investing your time, your energy, your resources into something with the idea that eventually it's going to come into realization. With the idea that eventually, with enough time, it's going to happen. Something's going to happen. And I feel like you've really been focused on this, Aquarius. Like a lot of your energy is focused in on this one thing. Like the time that you're putting into this activity or this project or this person. I feel like a lot of focus, a lot of concentration. I feel like there's a plan that you had, like a single plan. And I feel like your focus is almost like laser-like. I'm feeling a very strong energy of laser-like focus. I'm feeling this energy with our sun and our ace of swords, like a laser pointer is going towards this one specific thing. And you know exactly what it is that you want. You know exactly what it is. I feel like you have this plan in or on your mind, like you already have it figured out. You know exactly what it is that you want. I feel that you've spent a lot of time planning it. And I want to say, Aquarius, I feel like this month, I feel like what it is that you're waiting on, I feel like quite possibly this could come into realization. Because I'm seeing our sun, so I feel like there's going to be, and I'm also seeing the world, so I'm seeing abundance. I'm seeing fulfillment here, essentially. So I feel like this period of waiting, this month, it could come to fulfillment this month. Because I'm seeing the culmination of everything that you've done up to this point is coming into realization. It's essentially coming full circle. So this waiting, this planning, this intense focus that you've had to make something happen, whether it's something at work, whether it's a project, whether it's a relationship. I feel like it's coming full circle this month. I feel like this month is going to be the culmination of everything that you've done up to this point. And this culmination of what you've been doing is going to bring a lot of abundance, a lot of growth in general. I'm essentially feeling like this, like a bright new future, essentially. And I feel like quite possibly there may be other things that people have offered you that you're not interested in because you are focused on this one thing. You're moving forward with this one thing. I feel like this has been essentially what you've been desiring to do all along. And so if this is something with a relationship, for example, I feel like you've been investing the time, investing the energy. You're focused on this one individual. And you're moving forward with it. You're not interested in anything else. You're interested in this one thing. On a deeper level, we can also see the High Priestess and the Chariot as integrative energy, the integration essentially of our light and dark selves, essentially the integration, the duality of anything that becomes one, essentially. And that is on a much deeper level. So we can have the integration of our masculine and feminine selves, or we can have the integration of in yoga, for example, we can say Surya Chandra, which is going to be essentially the sun and the moon. But any kind of dual nature that we essentially bring into one. So let's go ahead and have a look at your money and finances. Like I said, Aquarius, I do feel like things are coming full circle, like what you've been waiting on. I feel like you're going to start seeing, or you will see, the results of whether it's a relationship, a person, a work situation. I feel like it's going to bring about a lot of success, a lot of happiness, a lot of joy in general. Something that you've been waiting on, something that you've been focusing all your time and energy on, essentially, Aquarius. Like you're not interested in anything else, like you're ready to move forward with this one thing. I feel like there's going to be a sense of feeling whole, like you're going to feel complete this month. I feel that you've been waiting long enough. So I feel in any kind of situation, like there's going to be a lot of happiness, a lot of success in general this month in anything that you're doing, anything that you've been waiting on. Okay, so in money and finances, we have our Queen of Swords. So I feel like with money and finances this month, I feel like you are right on target for what it is that you're trying to realize. So if you've been following a budget, you've been following some kind of plan, you may have some kind of investments that you've made investments, or you're waiting on dividends. There may be something that you put into a retirement plan or a savings plan that you're waiting on. I feel like whatever is going on with your money and finances for this month, I feel like you're going to be right on track with it. Because I feel like you've put in the time and effort to essentially have some kind of plan. So I feel like regarding money and finances, you're going to be exactly where you want to be. And this is good, obviously, to you know, if you're trying to plan something for the future, to know that your whatever plan that you've had, if you have, for example, X amount of dollars that you need for for next month, you're going to have that money because you're right on track with your spending. You're on track with your expenses. If you have a business, for example, you are essentially going to be on track with the accounting for this month. Or personal expenses. I feel like you know exactly where every cent is going. Love and relationships. So love and relationships here, Aquarius. I'm seeing our Five of Cups. So I feel in this month of November, there could be some kind of loss in general with love, with relationships. And I want to say that the energy that I'm picking up, the messages that I'm almost picking up is that I feel that there's a loss, but I feel the messages that are coming through is that simply there hasn't been a lot of time possibly dedicated to relationships or dedicated to love interests in general. I'm feeling like quite possibly there may have been something else that you've been trying to culminate, something else that you've been working towards. And I want to say emotional loss because I'm feeling like not necessarily that you've lost somebody, but quite possibly that there's been an emotional loss in the sense that you may be a little detached, you may be a little aloof. So there could be a loss in the sense that emotions are not necessarily on the forefront this month. This can go with our Four of Cups, almost like the energy I feel is more detached. So let's go ahead and take our health. So health-wise, Aquarius, I'm seeing our Hermit. So essentially I want to say health-wise, overall for this month to maintain good health, physically, emotionally, mentally, even spiritually, to make sure that you do take time out for yourself. Make sure that you take time out for yourself. Do some introspection, do some, essentially some self-development, introspection, meditation, or even contemplation on your own to make sure essentially that you keep your health levels active, healthy, balanced. I'm feeling energy here, even if we take Virgo, which is the sign of the zodiac associated with Hermit. Essentially, this is going to be a very grounding energy, a very down-to-earth energy, a very introspective energy. So health-wise, make sure that you are spending some time on your own. If you're focused, concentrated on one specific goal, on a specific thing or a relationship or an individual, for example, with this laser type focus, make sure that you do take a step back to keep yourself balanced, essentially. Keep yourself balanced, making sure that you have both masculine and feminine energies within you. Our laser-like focus here with our swords and our sun is masculine energy, so it's very extroverted energy. So it's energy that's going out towards the world. Our high priestess, our chariot, for example, are going to be water energies, and it's going to be receptive. So this is almost a reminder to make sure that you keep things balanced. Make sure that you keep both sides, both your masculine and feminine energies balanced. And our Hermit in the health position is almost a confirmation to make sure that you spend some time in introspection, spend some time on your own to keep that energy balanced in general overall for the month. Okay, let's check our overall challenge. Okay, Aquarius, we do have our Six of Swords here. And I want to say this can sometimes indicate a small trip. I do want to say this could be a challenge. So this can be indicated also by our world. World can sometimes indicate international travel. Our Chariot also literally as a means of transportation could be some kind of small trip. So I do feel like there could be some challenge that comes in where you may be required to travel. You may need to go somewhere. This could be international, taken from our world, or this could be a short trip, for example. Something that could be upsetting. Something that could essentially disrupt this kind of focus and concentration you have. This can be somewhat of a disruptive energy in general. And in our challenged position, I feel like there could be some kind of disruption, something that comes in that requires you to essentially deviate from your plans for a short amount of time. And this is not going to be permanent, but this could be a little hiccup. In general, I'm feeling like a small hiccup, possibly a small trip that kind of disrupts your plans. Possibly you have to deviate for a short amount of time and then get back on track once you get back. I don't feel like it's going to be anything major. I feel that there is this possibility of simply a small hiccup that comes in. And we can see also from our ship, this can indicate a small trip, a small relocation, for example. Okay, so let's have a look at your overall message. Okay, this is very interesting, Aquarius. We have our adventure card. So, and this is interesting that it comes together with our Six of Swords, because it's almost like saying, instead of looking at this as a small hiccup, this quite possibly a possibility where you need to travel, where you need to, maybe like 2 or 3 days, like you have to go somewhere, you have to do something. This could be for work. This could be with your partner. This could be something for some reason you have to get up and go and do something else and kind of deviate from your plans. But it's kind of interesting that the adventure card comes up right next to the challenge, because it's almost kind of like saying to enjoy it, to move forward with it, take advantage of it. Instead of seeing it as a challenge, see it as an adventure, see it as something, kind of a reprieve from what it is that you're doing, quite possibly an opportunity to spend some time on your own. Going back to our Hermit card, an opportunity to spend some time on your own, to reflect on things, quite possibly to contemplate, meditate things, not being so fixed on this laser-like energy. But almost an opportunity to do something that could inspire you again, to bring some kind of inspiration and to just enjoy it. This could be any kind of thing. So if it has to do with travel, if you're kind of having to do some kind of trip, take advantage of it if you can, depending on where you're going, obviously. Maybe you're going somewhere where there's the sea, for example, so you could take a day off and go to the sea. Or maybe you're going somewhere where there's mountains, where you could go hiking, or maybe there's some city that you're going to where maybe there's a museum that you could visit. But it's going to essentially be something that is going to have you break out of your routine. So it's kind of interesting that it came up right next to the challenge position there of the travel. And we can see adventure here. And then even together with the Hermit, I mean, I'm getting this message like, you know what, Aquarius, just get out of your routine, get out of that energy of like laser focus, concentration, just like working, waiting. This is kind of like some confirmation, like get out there, do something different, change things up a little bit, because everything is going to come to full culmination like this month. Like it's going to happen this month, like what you've been waiting on, what you've been working towards, focusing towards, putting your time and energy into, it's going to happen. But almost like this kind of message, like get out there and enjoy life in the meantime. Enjoy life. Do maybe something that you haven't done before, or something that you've wanted to do. This, instead of seeing it as a challenge, see it as an opportunity, as a possibility. Or if it's with a person, for example, going back to our love and relationships, if it's with a person, maybe this is the opportunity to rekindle some love that you have with your partner, for example, to rekindle something with a partner, something that you've been feeling some kind of emotional loss with. This could be an opportunity to rekindle something, spend some time again with your partner. Or if it's a new person that you know, for example, a new relationship, this could be an opportunity to get to know somebody a little better on a deeper level. But to essentially use this energy here, take this adventure card as the overall message, like whatever thing is happening, kind of break out of your routine, do something new, do something a little different, essentially have fun with life, have fun with what you're doing in general. And so these are the overall messages for you, Aquarius, for the month of November. Do let me know if you have questions or comments in the comment box below. Don't forget to subscribe to stay up to date on new videos that come out. Don't forget to like this video and check the links below for additional readings or personal readings, and have a good week.